Hey guys, hope you're having a beautiful Monday. So, in this short video, one thing that I'd like to go over again is this buying an access to an audience and leveraging an audience to actually scale your agency, your high ticket offer to making over 50, 100K per month, okay? Because I feel like although it's really a simple concept to understand, I feel like there are, missing bits and pieces that I haven't covered in the past videos or in my past last post that I've made that is making it harder for people who are who aren't my customers to understand. Even my customers are, I'm going to be answering one question that actually popped up today, okay, from one of my customers, okay? And yeah, but before I actually go over that, one thing that I'd like for you guys to understand when it comes to content is that you should leverage content to literally remove all the objections from your prospects before they even get on a call with you, okay? A lot of people are having a hard time creating content because they're looking for that one perfect thing, that one perfect insight to share with their audience to all of a sudden be like, oh my God, this is amazing. No, that's not the key. Content is to be used to go over all the objections. It's not to be used for you to become famous. No, I'm not making these pieces of content for me to become famous. I don't care. Of course, I'd love a little bit of famous, just a little bit of status. But I'm doing it so that a prospect, before he gets on a call with me, I've already taught him everything. So the only reason you actually become a customer is to actually have a more step-by-step process to implementing all the stuff that I'm going over in these pieces of content, okay? So, all you have to do, if you've watched this video and you've watched, 40 other videos of mine, when you get on a call, you're not asking me like stupid questions because you've already learned it. So you already know the answers, okay? So one advice that I can give you guys is look at all the objections that people ask you or that give you on a call and make pieces of content around it. And that's literally a $500,000 a year scale set, okay? Maybe even multiple seven figures, because building content is so in demand. Because I can't even delegate my content. That's how hard it is. Okay, but let's go over this thing. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to explain it using as real estate agent as a niche. Okay, I have a lot of customers in e-com, but I don't want people to feel like I only help people in e-com, right? It's just that e-com people are struggling a lot, so they come to me to solve their pain. But I help anyone with a good offer, targeting people that can be found online. If that's you, book a call with me. Our calendar are still closed, but like they'll be open eventually. You'll get to join our community. Okay, so before I actually go over the audience building thing, let me actually go over why does anyone buy anything. Okay, people will exchange $10, $100, $1,000, 10 grand, 100 grand, a million, 10 million, 100 million to bridge a gap. As simple as possible. You want to learn business? If you can understand this, then you're an amazing business owner, okay? And in order for me to understand, because one customer asked me like, hey, why, how does it work that you can buy access to an audience? Like, how does it work? Do you compete with the person who actually created that audience? I was like, well, no. Because at the end of the day, you're just helping people, right? So why would an expert be mad? Of course, if you're directly competing with him, then he's gonna probably ban you, right, from his audience. But most of the time, you're just helping his audience get more success. So it's actually not a big deal, okay? But what you guys will, because most of the people who are watching this video are agency owners, okay? If you're a coach, then it's another story. But you're not actually using the same mechanism as the person who sold them the digital product. So you're not actually competing with the guy, okay? So there's actually no competition, right? So let me show you essentially how it works, okay? And I'll use a real estate agent as an example. So let's say a real estate agent is making, let's say, 150 grand a month or a year. No, not a month. 150K per year. Right? 150K per year. And they're looking to become a 7-figure producer, meaning they want to make $1 million every single year. Okay? Well, guess what? There is a gap that needs to be filled. Okay? And he needs to become to become better and start earning the remaining 850K, okay, in revenue. Well, at the end of the day, he's not just gonna keep doing 150 till he hits 7 figures. That is possible. He could probably spend 20 years and get to start earning 7 figures, okay? But there is someone who's already earned the thing that he's already that he's looking to achieve, and that person, guess what, is already selling an offer or a product to bridge this gap for him, okay? And an example is Ryan Serhant, okay? So I went on his YouTube, right? I couldn't find his because like 8 months ago I was checking out his YouTube videos, and it's pretty good. And I know that he was selling a course, okay? So, well, what you do is, first of all, you just look at the price point, $500, pretty good, not too much money. And the most important thing is you need to make sure that it comes with a community, okay? Guess what? Over 6,000 agents in 108 countries. Here's what our students. So that means that this guy has been able to sell over 6,000 agents, okay, in over 108 countries, okay? That means that his community is over 6,000 real estate agents who have not only, oh my God, I don't know how to say this, but like they're not just wanting to grow, but they've already spent money to someone online. So guess what? They're already used to exchanging not just dollars for someone local who does some lead gen, but they've already exchanged the revenue with someone online. They've already trusted someone online, okay? So they've already spent the money, they've already invested. That means that they're committed to growing their business, but they're also getting used to spending money online. So that's really good, okay? So what you do is, well, let me actually explain this. Let me go back. Sorry for having these many tabs open. But guess what? What Ryan Serhant product, Ryan Serhant product. What Ryan Serhant product will do is that it will actually not be able to bridge this whole gap. Because there is no way you can buy a product for $500 and it will automatically add an extra 850 grand in revenue. It's impossible, okay? So, but what you have to understand is that this product will actually lead this prospect to a new, this is the old current situation, right? It will take them from the old current situation to their prospect current situation, okay? But guess what? There is still a gap that needs to be bridged, because his course, or whichever, it doesn't have to be a course. It could be even a done for you service that it will actually not be able to bridge the gap. So what you do is you buy access to this audience. You pay the goddamn $500, okay? Stop being cheap, right? Would you rather go on LinkedIn, right? Would you rather do this? See, the old way of doing outreach is this stuff, and it's so stupid. I mean, it's not stupid because it's better than nothing, right? But you go here, real estate agents. Would you guys prefer doing this? Going connecting one by one with these guys who we don't even know if they're in business. We don't even know if they're committed. We don't even know if they even need money, because maybe they've just retired, right? We don't know who they are, right? Would you rather go connect and wait a full month, 6 weeks, right? For people to accept you, right? Because if you go here, I have 1,200 connections. I don't know how many I've sent, but I have a lot that I've sent, okay? And, they still haven't accepted me, right? Would you rather go do outreach the old way, or would you rather just buy $500 to access 6,000 leads, right? And let's do the math, okay? 6,000, $500 divided by 6,000 leads. It's 83 cents. I don't even know if that's the case. I think it's maybe lower than 83 cents. I think it's actually lower than 83 cents, guys. I swear to God, if you're in the real estate niche and you don't buy this product after I make this video, like, I don't know, like, please buy access to this thing. Please buy access to this, okay? It will cost you more money by doing this dumb outreach stuff, right? than the $500 that you can spend to access 6,000 leads. Okay. And guess what? On Facebook, it's so much easier to reach them because they're used to getting like hammered down by agencies selling them on LinkedIn that they never even accept you, right? But on Facebook, that's where they communicate with their grandma, right? That's where they communicate with their family members. So when they see your message, they'll be like, oh, who's this guy? I'd love to talk to him, right? Especially if you have content like this, then they'll be really warm, okay? So let me go over this. So what ends up happening is that you buy access to Ryan Serhant product, you access 6,000 leads, okay? And guess what? You turn that audience, right? This is 6,000 people, 6,000 prospects. Let's say 600 have been able to achieve the desired state. Well, guess what? You have 5,400 prospects that need a bit more help, that need more attention, right? So let's say out of like maybe 10% of people in a course will actually achieve success. The rest are going to be struggling all through. They're never going to achieve their desired state. So what you do is, guess what? You're like their savior, right? And you come in with your done for you offer, with your done with you offer, okay? This could be lead gen. You could build their sales pipeline. You could build their sales process. You could build their content. You could build anything. As long as it helps them, guess what? Breach the gap that is left, okay? So this is it, guys. This is it. It's that simple. So old prospect makes 150K. He sees Ryan Serhant, pretty famous guy on YouTube, right? And they're like, oh, maybe, social proof, it creates some illusion. And they think that once they buy a $500 product, they'll be able to become a 7-figure producer, okay? But guess what? Maybe they go from 150K to earning 200K, right? Or maybe 300K. But guess what? They still want to achieve their desired outcome. So they're still looking for that savior, for that person who can come in and actually take their hand till the finish line, okay? So that's where your offer comes in. This is here. Your offer, okay? And you just take this guy, okay? And you just, month after month, month after month, month after month, month after month, boom. And that's how you turn him into desired state, right? And that's how you're able to convert other people's audiences. Because Ryan Serhant he's probably investing, maybe multiple 6 figures, maybe $500,000 into building the brand that he's built, right? And you just leverage that to get access to these people, right? And your offer just takes them to the remaining gap, okay? So that's why I wanted to make this video, because I feel like it will help a lot of people. And this is not just to be done with courses. That's what you guys do have to understand. It's not just buy access to courses. It's like buy access to any community. Don't go to free stuff. We have free groups with where it's just marketers selling to every other marketer, right? Now what we're doing is we're adding a bit more complexity, so that we just remove everybody who's scared to invest money to join an audience, right? Maybe 6 months from now, this will be a common thing because I'm now starting to propagate it online. But I believe that this is the new way to actually build a really good scale really fast. This is how I was able to literally spend 9 months without being able to acquire a customer, to telling myself, hey, why don't I sell to people that I already have access to? And after scaling to 30 grand per month, I was like, whoa, what have I just done? How did this happen? And I ended up building a mechanism around, doing it for others. And now we're probably going to hit many 6 figures per month just from leveraging an audience. 0 ad spend. I've probably spent $60 since I've started my business on ads. And I probably got 2 meetings. Both of them ever bought. So buy access to an audience. That's all I can say. Ciao.